Welcome back to the show. Antoine Walker here with us. Warriors went into Houston, and buckle up, Brew. They won a game. It's their first road win in 11 tries. Curry and Klay combined for 59 points. Is this a cause for celebration? Not necessarily amongst the players, but amongst everyone at the Broussard household.
Well, look, didn't I tell y'all to relax?
Oh, stop.
Didn't I tell y'all to relax?
Well,
now, hold
stop
on.
it.
I'm not going to jump for joy and act like they went into Milwaukee and beat Giannis and the Bucks, okay? But I will say this, Nick, let's not poo-poo it. Because Houston, last time I looked, Twine, Houston won 3 of their last 4 over the Lakers, who we know got something to play for, over the Celtics when they had Tatum and Brown
Who were the
playing,
Lakers missing
and
that
over New Orleans when they got something to play for. I'm just saying they still got stuff to play for.
Yeah.
And so I know AD was out along with LeBron, but I'm just saying they beat another NBA team on the road. Okay,
that's true.
I'll take it. Okay. Now, what I liked is what I heard after the game. Steph, it's a win, all right. Draymond, they're not celebrating. And Klay saying, look, these last 7-8 games are important as we get ready for the playoffs. Nothing's more exciting. Like, I like the mindset. I see it churning in their head.
Four-time champions. They're not celebrating beating the Rockets.
So you got to stop.
What? Stop what?
Stop.
You got the Lakers and the Mavericks going to the finals. I got to stop?
Wait, yes, you have to
I
stop.
got a 4-time champion I'm defending.
You have to stop.
With their star in his prime.
Bro, when we talked about this 6-game stretch, I, Mr. Warriors pessimist, said I thought they would go 2-4. So
I'll take 2 and 4 at this point.
So we anticipated they would win at least one of these games, most notably the one against the Rockets. And by the way, it's not like that was an overwhelming performance. That was a 4 or 6 point game going in the fourth quarter. Credit to the Warriors for finding a way to win. Hold on, wait a second here. Hold on. We know they don't have the juice, guys. None of the young guys have improved. Jordan Poole is right now there's 50 NBA guys taking at least 7 threes a game. He is third to last. He's ahead of 2 Hornets. No, in percentage, Brew. And that's
are they not the best shooting team in the league?
Brew.
I'm just asking. Jordan Poole, regardless.
Yes, I understand. Steph is brilliant and Klay has bounced back. But every other young guy is either off the team, doesn't play, or has regressed.
Kuminga's regressed?
Yes, he
no,
has.
He hasn't.
Has he gotten better, Brew?
He's fine.
No, okay, fine was not the way they were going to.
That's fine, but he's fine.
Okay, I believe he's regressed because he's playing more minutes and he's less productive and he's less efficient. But that's just how I look at regression. Poole clearly has not played well. He's wildly inefficient, has gotten no better on defense. They are barely surviving despite what could be argued to be Steph's best season since they had 73 wins. I don't understand, Antoine, how you can watch this team and say they are anything other than cannon fodder once the playoffs get going.
Are they not missing arguably their second best player? How about that?
Brew, the whole West has been missing guys.
All those teams are struggling.
And Brew.
Phoenix struggling without KD. The Lakers struggling without LeBron.
If you think Andrew Wiggins is going to be the difference from this team, which has been the worst road team in the league that is.
How good have they been at home?
What?
How could a team that you say they're not a good team?
Brew.
Hold on, but you've gone beyond the road and said this is a bad team.
No, they are the definition of average.
But yesterday you said they're not a good team.
They're not a good
bad team.
They're not a good team.
How do they have the third best home record? Is that even possible for a bad team to have the third best home record in the league?
Because we're watching it happen. Evidently, it is possible because we're watching it happen.
Well, I think we got to put in consideration, guys. This team has made deep runs over the last 5-6 years. They've been in the mix. You can get bored sometimes during the season.
That's what it is.
Thank you.
And it can happen.
Well,
I'm more concerned with the Jordan Pooles, the Kumingas, those guys playing good because now they roles change. There's no more Andre Iguodala's playing those big roles, the Barbosas. Now you got to rely on your young guys to deliver for you. So that's the only question mark I got with Golden State, where is those young guys going to step up and make a big difference?
They missed on every single one of those picks. They missed on all of them.
Wiseman,
They need them, Brew. They don't have enough juice without those guys stepping up. The Poole pick they didn't miss on, but their 3 lottery picks that they had.
I don't know. I'm not ready to say they missed on Kuminga yet.
Okay, well,
you write him off if you want.
No, I'm not writing him off. But if they had to redo the draft, they wouldn't take him.
He's a young kid.
I understand. They could have they taken right after
They're
him.
asking a young kid to play in winning championship situations. That's the issue.
Right, and he's not ready, which applies to this year. Brew, I don't.
You said they missed on all these picks.
No.
They missed on Wiseman. That's it.
Okay, well, they took Moses Moody, who can't get off the bench. You know who they could have had?
Really?
Taken 2 picks later? Shingun. You think his passing would work there? They missed on Kuminga. You know who went 1 pick after Kuminga? Franz Wagner. You think that would help them? 100%. The idea.
You and your Franz Wagner.
Well, he's
one of the best
undeniably
50
a better
players
player.
in the league.
He's undeniably better.
He just got bounced from the player pyramid.
Hold on. And Kuminga hasn't sniffed the top 200 yet in his career. Here's my question before we move on. Other than them losing in round 1, or round 2, or whenever they lose, is there anything that can happen to the Warriors where you say, yeah, this ain't their year? Is there anything that can happen?
If they don't get Wiggins back, I've said they need Andrew Wiggins. He's arguably their second best. He's right. And then it's going to be hard. Just like the Lakers can't win without LeBron.
He's not. We can't do
Nobody
this.
said he's LeBron. I'm just saying. You acting like he's not a critical player. You've had to come around and say Wiggins can ball.
Right, and
Wiggins was almost the MVP last year.
And I'm saying it.
But he's improved. He was great last year in the finals.
He was unbelievable last year, and I give him credit. But my point is, if Andrew Wiggins' absence turns you into this, then Andrew Wiggins, and by the way, it's not like they were on fire when Wiggins was playing. Were they? Okay. Before he left, were they on fire?
29-7 at home.
They're tough out.
Thank you.
They'll be a tough out.
Thank you.
I respect what they've done. They'll be a tough out.
We'll play Sacramento round 1. You're taking Sacramento?
That's the thing.
Absolutely.
Look, that's the key. They got to hold on to that 6th seed. You don't want to be in the play-in because anything can happen.
Okay, what about...
If you finish 5th, you got Phoenix in the first
What about
round.
Memphis?
6th seed. Memphis will be tough because Memphis is gritty. I like Memphis. But if they get Sacramento, which is playing great...
Still got it. I love it.
I think the Warriors won them. That's who I'm pointing to. I want Sac. I mean, they don't care. They're the champions.
Seems like they're trying to pick their opponent, at least the first round.
They're trying.
Sacramento.
Guys, they're not being strategic here.
Well,
they just can't win on the road.
I get that, but I'm just saying if they meet Sac in the first round,
they're going to turn it on.
I'm good
but they're not
with
going to
that.
get it. They can't get there. They
I'm
can't get to
good
the
with
home
that.
Philly loses to the Bulls, double overtime. MVP favorite showed up, 37-16. 2018 MVP, he didn't show up. 5 points on a 2-for-14 night. Brew? No, I'll start with Nick since Warriors was your pick.
I heard him say 4 times yesterday that the Bulls are horrible.
Well,
yeah, they're not a good team.
Not great.
They're not a good team.
Well, they win
they're not
into
gonna, Sixers
Philly,
aren't
and
going
I
to win
won't
every
say the
game.
rest.
They've come close to doing it, and they're not going to win every game.
So you worried about this?
I'm not worried about this as a whole. Now, obviously, there was a critical player that fouled out that really hurt the Sixers' chances. And that was Patrick Beverly fouling out for the Bulls.
What's the record? What's the Bulls record with Patrick Beverly?
I mean, it's just
They won 3 straight.
You can't overcome that.
They're 8-4 with Beverly,
You can't
Nick.
overcome it. Embiid also happened to foul out. This was Harden's worst game since when? By game score? Since the game he quit on Brooklyn with the Kings. Yeah, this was the last time he was this bad was a game everyone was like, you were trying to get traded and quit on the team. That's how bad he was yesterday.
But he didn't quit yesterday, did he?
No, no. I'm just saying
Okay.
I'm saying it's his worst game since then. So here's the deal. This does, Brew, if you're someone like me who picked the Sixers to go to the finals, that version of Harden, 2 for 14, 2 for 13, some turnovers, looks like he's not all there. That is the elephant in the room concern going into the postseason. What calms you is this, and I'll show it to you. As I've been saying for a while, this is all of NBA after the first couple months of the year. First in everything. I mean, they have been the best team in the league for 3.5 months. And so because of that, it's not, to me, it's closer to nothing than something. Where it does matter is it hurts their chances to be able to get the 1 seed, which
right now they're the 3 seed. I know they're in the loss column. They're tied with Boston, but they're going to meet Boston in the second round most likely. Home court could be huge in that. So it was something in that regard. Here's my concern about Harden, Twine. we know he's not the same player in the playoffs.
Yep.
The only explanation I can see for that, a guy that's historically great, is he doesn't really like playing with expectations. Okay? And now, all that stuff you just pointed out on the graphic, the expectations have risen. Beginning of the year, oh yeah, they're a good team, they're a fringe contender. Now, because of those being first all this time, people are starting to expect them to have a chance to really get to the finals or win the finals. And Harden, is it a coincidence that all of a sudden, as the expectations rise, March is his worst shooting month of the season? First time all year he's under 40% for an entire month. Nick, the last 2 games he has averaged 8 points. 8 points on 20% shooting. I get it. It's only 2 games. But March is the first month he's had 3 games under 15 points scoring this season. So I like Harden. But I wonder if, Twan, the expectations of them really making a big run, is that starting to get to him?
I think with Harden, as you get older player, you got to change your game a little bit. He's a great passer. He gets other guys involved. You don't have to get 25 to define yourself. You got other good players around. You got a young, and Maxi's now scoring the basketball at a really high level. I still got Tobias Harris. And then you got Embiid. You can play off Embiid. Embiid's the guy that can get you 30, 35 a night. Change your game up. As you get older, you got to be willing to change your game up. Be a traditional point guard. Doesn't hurt. You still can make plays. But if he comes out and thinks he has to have a 25 and 30, he's going to always struggle.
Could lose you a game in the playoffs.
Yeah, 100.
Just one concern. That's the
elephant in the room.
Oh, 7-game series, but we lost game 5 because Harden didn't show up.
Yeah.
Coming up next, Weird and Wonderful.
No.
Some great highlights.